Hello! Welcome to another episode of Todd Plays Video Games. Today we're playing City Skylines 2. Again, because, well, I have a brand new computer since the last time I made a video, so it runs a lot better. Also, they finally released mod support and a map editor, which is fantastic. It's about time. We love those things. And so this is a map that I created myself in the map editor. You can probably tell I made it because it is pretty amateurish. If we look over here where the road connects, I put the road in first and then I put in these mountains after the fact. Should not have done it in that order. Made a weird valley for this road, but whatevs. It's fine. I'm not sharing this map with the rest of the world. It's just for me, and I don't mind if it looks a little crazy. But I love making my own maps. It was something I love doing in City Skylines 1. It's something I love doing in the SimCity games. I think SimCity 2000 lets you, or maybe it might not have, it had a random map generator, I think, though. Anyway, I love making my own maps, and that's fantastic. And so I also love mods. We got a whole bunch of mods here. Be very careful opening Paradox mods while you're running the game, or while you're running a city, I should say, because if it decides to update a mod while you're playing a city, it'll break all the mods, and you have to quit out and restart it. But it did not do any updates this time, so we're fine. If I go here to my library, I'm sorry. Well, actually, a library would work, but playsets works as well. Shows you all the mods that I've got. Some of these mods are classics from City Skylines 1, like Anarchy, which lets you put objects places where they would normally be disallowed, or 529 tiles. This is similar to the 81 tile mod from the first one that lets you use every tile on the map, and I love that. Tree Controller gives you very specific control over the trees that you're placing. So let's look down here. I have created this little residential area because my city has a desperate need for residential. All types of residential, low, medium, and high. So I'm going to build some residential over here, but I wanted to put in a nice little park. And Anarchy allowed me to connect the walking path to this park. Because ordinarily the walking path wouldn't be allowed. It'd say there's an object in the way, but Anarchy let me get around that and break that rule. So here, if we go to the trees, an interesting thing about City Skylines 2 is that trees age. So if let's take a London plane tree. There are 5 stages of tree growth. You've got baby tree. Oh, whoops, maybe not though, because I had more than one selected. Okay, so you've got baby tree. You've got teen tree. It's a teenager. You've got an adult tree. You've got an elderly tree, and then strangely, you have a dead tree. I guess that's not strange, it's just kind of morbid. Why would you place a bunch of dead trees? But it's available if you want. You can create trees of any age. And the game really does have them age. A child tree will eventually grow up and become a teenage tree and then an adult tree in real time as you play the game. But you might want to plant some grown-up trees right from the beginning because there's something. It doesn't look as great to just have a whole bunch of little baby trees running around. So you can say, hey, I want adult trees. Put in some adult trees. And what I really like about this is you can select a couple of them, a couple of different ages. So you can say, hey, let's put in a combination of teen and adult trees. That way you have a little more variety. You can also put in a whole bunch of trees at once with this you can use this brush tool to put in a lot at once. You can set the brush strength, how many trees per area do you want to spawn. And again, even when you're doing a whole bunch at once, you can select the ages that you want to spawn. I'm going to go ahead and say we can have some baby trees and some elderly trees. Give me a mix of everything here, guys. And right over here, we'll just put in a whole bunch of these London plane trees of all different shapes and sizes. Woo, easy and peasy. So I love that one. There's a whole bunch of cool mods that people have done, and they're all worth checking out. Do your modding before you open a city, though, because if you try to do mods while the city's running, it can be problematic, and then you have to reload the city. Okay, let's add some housing here. We've got all the things, and they need all the things. Let's start with a little low rent housing right over here and here. We'll do one whole row of low rent housing. Hopefully it'll be successfully low rent housing. Let's do some row houses along here. I'm gonna put them in using the marquee tool, like the marquee tool to sod. And I'm gonna do that so that I can not put any along this side road here. That way they'll all be lined up with these two roads, and they'll look better. They're row houses, so it's weird to suddenly have some facing this sideways road, and kind of makes them look strange, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and put in some medium houses here. Let's do another set of row houses right here. Boop. All right, and let's do some mixed housing up here. The mixed housing has a commercial building on the bottom floor and then apartment space up on the top. I don't know if they'll fill that in because I have such small amount of residential demand, but they might come in eventually, and I think it would be nice if they had some shops in that area. Okay, now they want some low density. So let's have a little fun here with the low density, and let's build a little subdivision that is not just a grid. Let's try to make something that is sort of windy and kind of goes off in different directions and comes in and reconnects right there. Okay, and this has a weird little kink in it, so I'm going to use the move it tool and see if I can change it at all. If we move this out, there we go. That kind of looks a little better, but now this looks a little weird. We do like that. Okay, cool. But now, because of the way I've been moving things around, I guess, we've got trees here where the roads go. So we'll delete these trees out of the middle of the road. All of these, so a lot of people have complained, right, about City Skylines, saying that City Skylines isn't challenging enough. And it's not, I don't feel like City Skylines was ever intended to be challenging in that way. It's not about making a city that might go bankrupt, that might have, something that would cause it to be destroyed. Even the natural disasters won't destroy the whole city. The game is designed really so you can just craft your own perfect city. So you can make a utopian city and the way that you want it to be and the way you want it to look. Money's not really that challenging in this game, and natural disasters are easy to recover from in this game. Okay, now this part of the road I didn't use the move it thing, so trees are not building on it. The move it thing lets you move the road around, but it doesn't bulldoze the trees automatically. So anyway, okay, so I got a weird, cool, funky shape here. Let's go ahead and put a nice straight road right in here, and we'll put in a school. We'll put in an elementary school, and we'll put in a the high school's too big. High school's too big to fit there. We'll put the high school in over here. And let's give the high school a little extra parking, because I for some reason I like putting in parking lots in this game. I don't know why. It seems boring. I love watching parking lots get filled up with cars in this game. Well, a lot of this game's appeal is watching the traffic. I enjoy it. Oh, you know what? The high school really wants to be by a flat road. Okay, let's get rid of that. Oh, no, we're not going to get rid of the high school. We're going to move it. We're going to go here. We're going to hit relocate. We're not going to use the move it mod. We're just going to use the regular tools to move it. And let's put the high school over here. Bam. Success. And let's give them a sports field because high schoolers love sports. And let's give them a library because everybody needs a library. All right. And we can go over here. Let's put in a park. Or a playground, I should say. And whenever I build schools, I always put in a fire department. And we'll probably need a fire department on this side of the river anyway. But especially right next to an elementary school, because if a school burns down, that's just the worst. If an elementary school burns down, that is the saddest day. Okay, so we've got a school, we've got an interesting road, and we are surrounding it with low density housing. These are the houses that you have out in the suburbs. You know, little one family houses with a yard and room for a pool, I guess. if you have money, I guess you could put in a pool if you wanted. But that is going to be a nice little area. And we've also got a high school, and I almost forgot. I wanted to put in a parking lot by the high school. So there we go. It's across the road, but high school kids should know how to cross the street safely. Boop boop a doo. Boop boop a doo. If you don't know how to cross the street, you probably should go back to elementary school. Boop boop a doo. Boop boop a doo. I don't know what that song is. It is the ramblings of my own overactive imagination, I suppose. And let's put in some more housing by the high school, because why not? If you live right in here, your kids can walk to elementary school, and then when they get older, they can walk to high school. I don't know why City Skylines 2 doesn't have middle schools, which I guess is fine. It would just be one extra thing you'd have to worry about, but it would be more realistic. I guess you can just pretend that they go to the middle school grades at the end of elementary and beginning of high school, and it's fine. It's fine. It's kind of fine. It's fine. We'll put in some high density buildings here. Okay. And there is a slight demand for commercial. Let's go ahead and speed up time and see if this will develop. We have done a lot of housing construction all at once, so the city may take a little while to balance itself out. I should build more than one bridge to get to it, and I should probably... Ooh, exciting. Milestone unlocked. Progression. What can I get? I should probably get intersections, because I need to be doing more highway stuff soon. Let's, oh boy. Oh, let's do parks. I love parks. Let's get the large park, and let's get the sports park. Parks. I love parks. Okay, look at this steady stream of people coming into this town, or this new part of town anyway. Let's go ahead and put down one of our new parks. Let's get a large plaza, large city park right here. Very good. And we'll run a little road here, or a little walking trail from it to the other trail so people can get to it easily. And see, if I want to connect this up, it says overlapping items. So we're going to turn on anarchy. Bam! What's so hard about that? Why does the game not let you do that normally in vanilla? I don't know. They just don't. So you get this anarchy mod, which you can do now from the Paradox mods in game, and then you can hook up the thing, no problem. You can do the thing with the thing, and it works great, and everybody's happy, and are making good use of this little roundabouty here. And everybody's running in here and building houses. And look at this place. Look at these giant apartment buildings. It's working. People love it here. People are building in this little subdivision here so their kids can be close to the school and everything. And if we come down here, and what if we just put in, just because there's so few shopping opportunities here, what if we just went over here and put in a little commercial right there and there. I'll put roads in here later, but we can put in some commercial buildings there. All the demand has disappeared. All the demand for everything has disappeared. Hopefully they'll put in a little, some, maybe a gas station, maybe a little restaurant there, so all the people who live here have some conveniences nearby. Anyway, my city is going to need a minute to adjust to all the tremendous amount of extra houses that I just built. And so, thank you everybody for watching. If you haven't played City Skylines 2 in a while, now that they've got mods and a map editor, this is a great time to come back and play it again. We'll play again soon. Thank you and good night.